Right. Good evening, parents. How are you? My name is Marcus Jeremiah. I am the creator of this platform. I was the chief engineer, the chief designer for this platform for CIS School. Right. This platform that we've created, it's a bit complex. That's why we saw the need for us to be able to give you an introduction video and to have a tutorial where we teach you how to benefit from the application. Right. I want to tell you something from a personal note. Is I have about three kids. And the first one is a 5-year-old. She's 6-year-old, turning 6. She'll be going into grade 1. I have a 13-year-old who's going into Form 1, and I have a 16-year-old who's going into Desma Primaire. Now, with the type of work that I do as a software engineer, I hardly have time even for myself. As you can see, I haven't even been able to go to the barber shop and and cut my beard, and my careca here is coming out. I don't have time because I am so busy. So with my busy schedule, how would I be able to keep on top of my children's education whilst at the same time being focused with my own work? It is very difficult. I would like to add to you that I am a single father. The reason why I actually decided to create this type of application, is because of I'm a single father, and so therefore I have a very difficult job, which actually takes me my time from morning until late at night. And so how would I be able to stay on top of my children's education? The only way I would be able to stay on my children's education is if everything that they did could be presented to me online at the end of the day. Now, I wished that if at the end of the day any of my kids didn't attend class, I'll be told that they didn't attend class. If any of my kids has handed in homework late, I'll be told that my homework has been handed in, the kids' homework has been handed in late. If I wanted to find out the schedules that they have in their lessons, maybe inside their lessons they're needing extra material that will come from me, the parent. Maybe I have to buy extra crayons, extra glue, extra colors, maybe paint for extra work. Children these days, they can just come with lists of requirements of things that need to be done at school, while in actual necessary fact those things are not required. But because of my busy schedule, those children will always hoodwink with me. And so I came up with this. My company, actually, let me not say I, because this was a team effort. Yeah, a team effort of about 5 people. We sat down and we started creating this application. It took us almost a period of about 1 year to be able to put it together. And this is the results which I'm presenting to you, which will also benefit you and benefit the school that you're sending your children, and bring value to this time where we are going through the coronavirus period, the COVID-19. It's a funny thing, this. Whilst we're going through this period, it is just much complicated our lives. But this application will just make you forget all the stress of education. Right. There's many parts of this application, but right now I just want to concentrate to instruct you and teach you the side of the parent. How and when how you can benefit from this application. Okay. At this time I am going to starting with the login process. Okay, as you can see on your screen, we have the login form. Now, what you need to do is, in the first section, you have to choose who you are. You are a parent. So you click on parent, and then you use your email address or your telephone number to log in. Okay, I'm going to use my telephone number for the time being, just to show you that you can, but you can use your email address or your telephone number at the same time. For those who want the tutorial in Portuguese, I will do another tutorial in Portuguese tomorrow. It is difficult for me to be able to mix Portuguese and English. The lesson will become longer, tedious, and boring. So for those who want to accompany the Portuguese tutorial for using the application, for using the platform on your side, please may you catch me tomorrow. We will be able to schedule a time where I will give you a tutorial in Portuguese for the Portuguese speaking parents. And also I'm making an effort that this whole platform that I'm creating, I'll also create it in Portuguese so that you also can benefit for this. I will not even charge the school any extra amounts on that fact. So coming back to our lesson, I was saying now, we are going to choose your role. Your role is a parent. You're going to use your phone number or your email address that you gave the school to register your account. If not, please contact back the school, give them the updated details so that you can be able to log on onto this platform. Right, so we are going to sign in. Now, as soon as we sign in, what can we see? The first thing that we are seeing when we sign in is messages. Now, let me explain this section of messages. Messages is a place where, remember, you are a parent, and so in messages, you'll be receiving messages of the activity that your children are doing at school. Right. Messages could be communication that you are doing between your a teacher and you, or a message can be information to tell you that your daughter has handed in their homework on time, or the time to hand in the assignment has expired and your daughter or your son's assignment has not yet been handed in. This is the important part of messages. So when you see a number more than one, it is very important for you to be able to get on the platform and read the message, because it will always be a productive message indicating to you what is going on with your child at school. Right. You'll see the green button here. The green button is telling us that there is the number of live lessons the student has to do for that day. So why do you need to see the number of lessons that the student will do? Well, it is in a world where the lessons are live, and so we need to be able to prepare and budget for the data bundles that are required for the lesson. So our children, as we know, our children, in some of our children, not all our children, but some of us like me have given birth to very clever, smart children who know how to hoodwink me very quickly, and they can tell me that they have 8 lessons and they need 80 megabytes or something like that, and I will have to fork out money for the amount of megabytes that need to be bought. And so when you see 2 lessons, then you will know that it is actually just 90 minutes of lesson that they have to attend. They have to be online. If you see 5 lessons, then you know it's 80 minutes it's more, well, you multiply by the 45 minutes, which I think is a general number for a lesson. And so if you have a general of 6 lessons, therefore you are able to know how much data bundles you can buy. But I would like to add to you something, is that this platform, we have designed it to use the YouTube channel, well synthesized and mixed inside our platform. Why did I say the YouTube channel? The teachers will be giving their aula through the YouTube live streaming capabilities. Now, as we know that YouTube, if you are using Movitel, I've tried to use YouTube on Vodacom. I cannot tell you that because they say it's only for under 25, so I do not know how the packaging range is, but I can explain to you that the packaging range for Movitel is 10 megabytes for 5 hours of unlimited data. So meaning that your child can at least watch 3/4 of the live lessons for that day with only 10 megabytes of Movitel data converted to YouTube, to a YouTube bundle. Now, Movitel also gives a 40 megabytes unlimited bundle which the student can use the whole day. It is unlimited. That means the child can replay lessons that he missed, he can rewatch lessons, and also he can participate in the live live lesson that he will be going through. So live lessons will tell you how many lessons he's got, and it will also tell you what times the lessons will be. If you click on the button, it will take you to seeing what times the lessons are going to be, and which subjects that the students is going to watch. Right, active assignment, that's the yellow button you are seeing here. That yellow button, active assignments. These are assignments that your child has not handed in as yet. The moment the child hands in an assignment, the assignment is deducted from here, and you'd probably see 1 up to 0. Now, this number is important to you. It automatically gives you information on outstanding assignments that your child has. How many outstanding assignments that your child has. If you wanted to go see more detail, you just click the button and you will be able to be transported to go and see. You see in detail when the assignments are due, or what subjects they are, and what are the requirements of the assignment. Right, we are going to scroll a bit up now, and we are going to go to a section which is called My Kids. As you can see in my page here, in My Kids, I have 2 children. Now let's say I have 2 children enrolled at CIS, and so these will be my children who will be showing here. As for me, I have a daughter called Edna. She's in grade 6, and I have a son, and I have another daughter called Josephina, who is in grade 11. Now, as you can see, there are 0 seconds there. When my children do sign up to get into class or to do their homework, that 0 seconds will convert to a last logged in. Meaning, if my child has logged in today in the morning, by this time it should have been showing me that my child has been online for 6 hours or 8 hours or 12 hours. It shows you the last time today, how long was your daughter online. So this part of My Kids, the just really important thing for you is the quick access to know if your child has been active in class or not by seeing the amount of the time, by seeing the time that he has spent in class or online. Okay, we are going to move up. We are going to go to another section. It is called My Kids Subjects and Teachers. Right, what is it about My Kids Subjects and Teachers? My Kids Subjects and Teachers is like this. I have a daughter who is in grade 11, and I have a daughter who is in grade 6. Now, all my grade 11 teachers, are going to be found here. Now, in my example here, you will see that the demo teacher is appearing twice. Why? It's because the demo teacher teaches biology to my grade 11 daughter and also teaches physical science to my grade 11 daughter. And you can also see that there is a Mrs. Peary here, who is also a grade 11 biology teacher. She will appear again as Mrs. Peary on grade 11 physical science. Now, remember, I have another daughter in grade 6. Her teachers are this, as we've seen, Santo Bacap, who is a grade 6 Portuguese teacher. He, as you can see, has been active 34 hours ago. That means today he never got into class. So if your student, if your teacher, if your child was meant to be in class today and the lesson occurred, therefore the teacher's time here would have shown that he has been active at least today in the last 24 hours. Now, at 34 hours ago, that means the teacher did not come into class at all. Did I not tell you that this application gives you advantage and it gives you insight into how the things at school and how your child is interacting with the school? Okay, we have here Mr. Watson, who's also the computer teacher for grade 6. So we have him right here. Mr. Watson appears again as a computer teacher also for my grade 11 daughter. Now, why do we see them all separated? Why didn't we just combine the demo teacher as one? It's because you want to, when it comes time, you want to individually talk to the teacher about a particular subject that your daughter is doing. If he's a science and an English teacher at the same time, when you talk to him both about science and English at the same time, your conversation will not be fruitful. It is good for you to concentrate on one subject at a time when you are conversating. Now, the reason also of being conversation of a time is because in the program there is a history of the conversation. So if you are wanting to record a conversation, it is better that all the conversation of biology are in one section, and all the conversations of physical science are in one section, and of English, and so forth and so forth. So I am going to click on the demo teacher right now, and his face would have come in. This is the demo teacher is doing a subject. His subject is biology. Now, is grade 11 biology. He's got 14 students, as you can see, and he's online. He's been 30 minutes now online, this biology teacher. And so, as we can see here, we have our communication, your communication that is present with the your communication that is evident with the teacher. And so you can write a teacher about biology, like, how is my daughter catching up this week? Right? You can send this message to the teacher, and the teacher can be able to reply you saying, your daughter, whatever. But as I'm saying, the conversations are all going to be recorded, and they're going to be all in one line. Okay. What else can we see on this teacher section? We can see, if we clicked here, if there was pending homework, it will show us the pending homework that is there. If we click here, it would also show us the pending lessons, pending live lessons that are going to be there. But since there are no pending lessons, so these two sections are empty. The only section that will be there available is the messaging section, which you will be able to see the history of conversation with the parent or with the teacher for the subject of biology. If we did go back again and see our teachers, and we'd open the demo teacher, but this time we are going into the demo teacher and we want to communicate with him as the physical science teacher. And so we can see how long he's been online. Now it's 32 minutes. There's that conversation that you once had with him. And if you clicked here, you would see the lesson histories that are pending, lessons that are pending. And if you clicked here, you'll see the assignments that are pending. Sorry, I'm in class now. Parents are now asking me if I am in lesson, and I'm telling them that yes, 2 minutes will be going live. Okay, right, okay, and okay, we go back, right. That is basically dealing with the teachers. This is how you are going to be dealing with the teachers, and this is why this section is here. Now, your kids, my kids' lesson schedules. You have this kids' lesson schedules that he has. That means that, as you can see, there's the live training that we are about to do today. It's actually expired, and you will also see that the kid has a physical science lesson scheduled today, not today, It tells you by the date there it's due in 1 day and 14 hours. You as the parent can preview the lesson. Let's say it's a class 11 physical science. It is going to be on the 29th of March, and the time is 9 a.m. The lesson topic is the rock structure detail, and it gives you also the objectives of the lesson. The objectives of the lesson is that the student must be able to know and how to define rock and things like that. And it would also have the materials of the lesson, the material of the lesson. Let's say there's extra materials that the student has to read before or even after or during the lesson. You will see the attachment. You can also read it if you are the type of parent who wants to understand everything, and you can download it and read it. All right, that is the section of my kids' scheduled lessons. And if you really wanted to, you could even also join the lesson and watch it remotely, quietly, although you will not be able to participate in the lesson. This way you can also see the caliber and the style that the teacher uses in education, which you can also use. This view, what you'll be seeing, how he's teaching, can also help you in suggesting better methods or in seeing how well the teacher performs. But I know that CS teachers, all of them are on top. My son went there, he passed. We just had to move to Beira so that we can be able to so that I can expand my company. But CIS teachers, all of them, I give them a I give them a clap up. Right, going back to the lesson, we have my kids' assignments. What are my kids' assignments? My kids' assignments are the assignments that he has. As we can see, he's got an assignment for physical science and he has an assignment for biology. So when the assignment is active and it hasn't been handed in, this list will continue to grow with more assignments. When he has done the assignment and handed it in, this list will disappear. If you want to get in and see the assignment, you can also see the assignment, the teacher's assignment, the comment, why, the total marks of the assignment, and you can download the assignment also and print it for your daughter or teacher, for your daughter or son, for them to do the assignment. The daughter can also download by themselves and print if you have given them access to a printer or you have given them access to money so that they can go to those printing shops and be able to print out assignments. They can go and download the assignment, print it, fill it out, take a photo and send it back to the teacher. The moment they do that, this assignment will disappear from this list because it will be recorded as a received assignment. Right, that's why, as you can see on top on the green button, on the orange button we have two assignments, two yellow assignments, two assignments that are not have been handed in, and we have two live lessons, which are these two live lessons which are active today. By the day the day ends, these live lessons will become 0. And we have the two messages. Let us get into one of the messages. And so one of the messages you received as a teacher, I received as a parent, is from the demo teacher. You must also give confidence. Right, let us see that conversation between me and the teacher. Hi teacher, I said, how is my daughter doing in physical science? I'm worried about her grades. The teacher says, she will succeed if you spend more time with her. And then he also says, you must also give her confidence by talking to her every now and then. So the platform gives you personal attention between you and the teacher over your kids' performance, right? As you can see, I've read the messages. The messages have become 0. I've read the messages, they become 0. The moment that you read a message, it becomes 0, and then you know that you have nothing left to do. Okay, I am now going to do something. I am going to expand to go into, I was using mobile view because I know most parents are going to be using the mobile view. But there are those parents who use the desktops or the computers. I'm just giving you a view of how it is. You have your dashboard here, which leads you back here where you see your kids your kids' teachers. When the platform is really active, the teachers will upload their faces and the pictures, and you will be able to see their pictures. And here are your kids' lessons, as I was showing you, and the assignments. So basically, this is it. Notifications are the messages that you receive, and that's basically what you need as a parent to stay on top of your child's lesson, to stay on top of the assignments that he has, to stay on top by communicating directly to the teacher right in the platform. So I hope this lesson taught you, and you are going to use it wisely, and you're going to take advantage of what CIS has done to be able to to bring this platform for you in this time of COVID, where there's too much complications and things are slowing down. With this application, you have not slowed down, you've actually accelerated. And I will give a clap up to CIS for being innovative, for seeking out a solution on how to solve this issue. I think your money is well spent at CIS. Thank you. Have a good evening. I am going offline now.